All right, so you just bought a fixer-upper here in San Antonio. You're probably ready to start trashing out the inside of this house, ready to hit it with the old-fashioned chip and Joanna Gaines remodel. But hold on, before you do any of that, let me try to save you headaches, time, and potentially thousands of dollars. In the next few minutes, I'm gonna cover exactly how the permit process works, what it costs, who can pull them, and what happens if you decide to go rogue. All right, so what's the first step? Let's keep it simple. You can go in person to Development Services Department located at 1901 South Alamo, or apply online through the Build SA portal. What can you do without a permit? Cosmetic things, painting, new cabinets, flooring like carpet, etc., replacing doors, or adding siding over existing siding. What triggers a permit? Here's how to know what triggers a permit without going line by line through the entire city code. Anything structural, roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and things like adding or removing walls, modifying door openings, or replacing windows. You're probably wondering, can you just pull your own permits if you own the property? The answer is yes, but only under these two conditions. If you're planning on living or occupying the home after you finish renovations, you can do it. Or if you're planning on renting out the home for at least 12 months after you finish renovations, you can as well. But if you're planning on flipping it, that's a hard no. For flips, here's the deal. You're gonna need a registered contractor. Only a master electrician can pull electrical permits. Only a master plumber can pull plumbing permits. And only a licensed HVAC contractor can pull mechanical permits.
Then there's also a home improvement contractor license.
Basically, it's a lightweight registration for smaller projects. These are the folks who handle roofs, fences, and sheds under 400 square feet. It's an easy license to get, and these contractors are everywhere. But remember, hire the pros for the serious stuff. Permit pricing can be quite boring, but here's the reality. For most projects, costs are gonna run you about $170 for foundation repair, $100 to $200 for electrical, $100 to $150 for plumbing, and with the tech fee rolled in, about $27 for roofing. Total permit costs are gonna land between $400 and $600. Doesn't sound too crazy, right? It's not. But if you get caught not pulling permits, remember the city slaps you with an investigation fee that'll double every permit cost, and then the fees stack up from there. Once your permits are approved, the city then checks your work in stages: framing, plumbing, electrical, and then a final walkthrough. Think of inspections like checkpoints in a race. You don't cross the finish line until you've gone through every checkpoint. Pay your contractors when the city says the work passes. Never pay the contractor when the contractor says the work is done. If something fails, you're liable, not your contractor. And if you already paid them, you basically have zero leverage. Now, let's say you didn't pull any permits. What's the worst that can happen? Well, the city can hit you with fines up to $500 per day, and they could charge you double the permit cost as a penalty. DSD has an entire team out there hunting. They're looking at Zillow, they're driving neighborhoods. They're gonna find you. If you keep working after you get red tagged, you're looking at potentially going to court, liens on the property. They could shut off your utilities, and they can make you rip out all the unpermitted work that you paid for until it's up to code. How long does it take to go through the permit process? Simple permits like fences and roofing permits, you can often get within the same day. Electrical and plumbing, that could take you between 3 to 5 business days. Big remodels, but under 1,000 square feet, you're looking at a little under a month. And larger projects, you're gonna wanna plan for about 60 to 70 days. Permits expire after about 6 months, but you can file for an extension up to 1 time for permit. The San Antonio permit process isn't here to ruin your flip. It's here to protect it. If you skip it, you're gambling with your budget, your timeline, and the sale of the property. If you do it right, you're gonna sleep much better at night. If this content was useful to you, like, comment, and subscribe, and navigate to FlipperMap for some free investor tools that could be useful to you.